How social media affects our mind. What if you stopped getting WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter on your phone? What would be your reaction when these social media platforms suddenly disappear? Now, social media is an inseparable part of our everyday lives. It is always there, from the moment we wake up until we fall asleep with our mobile phone in our hands. But how much time do people spend on social media? Okay, now an exercise for you. Tell me your average phone usage in the comments section. By the way, the average time spent by internet users on social media is approximately 3 hours daily. Everybody uses social media differently, and it affects our minds in such a diversity of ways. Today, we are going to discuss both the good and bad impacts of social media and how not to let it control our lives. So now, let's see some benefits of social media. Fight against loneliness. As we are social beings with an inbuilt to interact, socialize, and connect with one another. For some people, social media is a great platform to facilitate conversations with like-minded people and build friendships. We realize the importance of social media, especially at the time of quarantine, when we were no longer allowed to go outside and meet with our family or friends. It helped us keep in close contact and connection with family and friends, socialize with the community, and sharing your own thoughts, photos, and videos. Even though quarantine is officially over for us, for some, leaving their home may not be an easily available option. Having the option to connect with people right in your home is such a great option for many. Normalize help-seeking behavior. Generally, we are afraid of asking for help, especially when it comes to our mental health. It's not wrong to feel reluctant to talk to family and friends about your health concerns. With so many health services available online today, social media provides a safe space where anyone can ask questions, discuss their problems, and access a huge amount of health resources. From countless health forums to free online counseling, there are many online services available to support people with questions or concerns. Social media has introduced countless methods of communication and information sharing to normalize help-seeking behavior. For those living in rural or remote locations, social media is also an inexpensive and accessible help-seeking option, offering a wide range of resources to those who may not otherwise have access to these resources. Strengthen existing relationships. Social media can also help manage existing relationships, especially with those who live far away from each other, thus breaking down geographical barriers. It can also be helpful in maintaining relationships for elderly individuals and people with physical disabilities, which limit their mobility and prevent travel outside the home. There are many parents whose children live in different states or countries who do not get the chance to meet often, but social media makes this distance smaller. With the help of social media, they can see and talk with each other daily. But as we all heard of the phrase, "there is no rose without a thorn," it's the same with social media. As we have seen the good side of social media, there are some bad effects also, which are ruining our intelligence somewhere. Comparing our lives with others is mentally unhealthy. Part of the reason social media makes people feel socially isolated, even though they may not actually be, is the comparison factor. We fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others as we scroll through our feeds and make judgments about how we measure up. Comparisons made people feel worse. Feeling another person has it better than you makes people feel bad. Cyberbullying. Once upon a time, bullying was something that was only possible to do face-to-face or stuff that could be said physically. However, now people can bully others online. While social media makes it easier to meet new people and make friends, it also enables ruthless people to break the peace of others with little effort. They might set up a fake profile and act friendly to a person, then later, when their goal is accomplished, they betray and embarrass the person online. These type of online attacks often leave deep mental trauma and even drive people to hurt themselves or take their own lives. In some cases, and here I am directly indicating to suicide. And cyberbullying is not only just affecting our kids, but also adults become victims of online abuse too. As an online world, screens hide our faces, you can end up being a jerk on social media and other websites without even realizing it. Unhealthy sleep pattern. Another bad thing about social media is spending too much time on it. It can lead to poor sleep, and it results on top of increasing the incidence of anxiety and depression, as a large number of studies have shown that increased use of social media has a negative effect on our sleep quality, and it badly affects your brain. If you notice that your sleep patterns have become irregular, a drop in productivity, try to cut down on the amount of time you browse social media. And the most common case is to use your phone in bed at night. It's all too easy to tell yourself that you'll spend only 5 minutes checking your Facebook notifications, and after an hour, you realize that you've been mindlessly scrolling through some nonsense on Twitter you don't even care about. These social media algorithms are designed to keep your attention for as long as possible and steal your valuable sleep too. A dangerous combination of getting less sleep with that low quality of sleep can prove to be a major health breakdown, and you should control it as soon as possible. FOMO. There is a very common symptom of excessive use of the internet, and maybe most of you are known to it. That is FOMO, or fear of missing out. It is a phenomenon that became prominent around the same time as the rise of social media. Not surprisingly, it is one of the most widespread negative effects of social media. FOMO simply sounds like this: the kind of anxiety you get when you're afraid of missing out on someone else's good experiences. For example, you can always check your messages to see if anyone has invited you, or focus on your Instagram feed all day to make sure no one is doing anything good except you. You may also see pictures of the fun that your friends have been able to do, feeling left out because you can't go because you have another responsibility. This fear always finds fuel in what you see on social media. With more use of social networking, there's a better chance you will see that someone is having more fun than you are right now. And that's exactly what causes FOMO. Addiction. Sometimes social media can be more addictive than tobacco and alcohol. It has a powerful design for many people that leads them to explore it all the time without even thinking about it. If you're not sure if you are addicted to social media, try to remember the last time you walked a full day without checking any social media accounts. Do you feel rejected if someone does not follow you? And if your favorite social networking site is gone tomorrow, would it not being there make you feel worthless and depressed? At the end of the day, social networking sites want to keep you scrolling for as long as possible in order to show you more ads and make more money. Due to the economy of attention, these sites need your eyes on them for as long as possible. The fact that you have been abusing social media does not mean that you need to delete all your social media accounts. However, if you think quitting is the best solution for you, it is not a bad idea. See our guide to leaving social media for good if you would like help. Social media can be a deceptive monster that you will never know when it starts to control you, so it depends on how you're using it. It's not an easy thing to do, but reducing your use of it will free up time spent on other things and help you stay focused. Keep an eye on your internet usage and try to be its master before it becomes your master. Hey, if you like this type of knowledge related to your daily life, press the like button. And if you want to get something more just like this, then hit the bell icon to subscribe to my channel and get notifications of amazing videos.